Hello, world. Happy Tuesday. Happy New Day. Happy New Month. Wow. So much to celebrate. My name is Maria Banga, and I am your psychotherapist, motivational speaker, chiming in from Douala, Cameroon, Africa. And I am so full of glee. I am so full of grace. I am so full of gratitude. It's a new day. It's a new month. It's an opportunity to start again. I want to talk to you today about the fear and failure cycle. Some of us have, at one moment or the other in our lives, not been able to do anything, or to live our lives to the fullest, or to start anything, any projects, or to continue because we are trapped in this cycle. I'm calling it a cycle because, well, as we will see in the next episodes, it really goes round and round. And until we break free of this cycle, we are going to be paralyzed, we are going to be trapped, we are going to be maimed, we are going to live in so much misery because of such fear. Fear to fail, or fear to even start again or to keep going because we already see some signs of what we call failure along the way, right? And there are many reasons why we could fail or why things couldn't work out the way we were planning, we were hoping. But life should go on. Why should we stop, right? But sometimes when things are happening in our brains and in our minds, we can't control them, and sometimes they overtake us, and then, well, we stay there in our heads, and before we know it, we can't even think straight, not to talk of speak straight or act straight. And yeah, that's how nervous breakdowns occur. That's how we find ourselves with mental health challenges, and we develop those disorders, one of which I am very versed in, post-traumatic stress disorder, because I myself live with that. So we start to behave in ways which sometimes leave even us embarrassed, right? I once wrote a book called What's the Worst Case Scenario? Fighting the Fears Within, Mindful of My Mental Challenges. So it's not something I don't know about, and it's not something I'm ashamed to talk about, and it's not something I can't help somebody to cope with or to deal with or to manage. Actually, I really think that going through all of my life's experiences was preparing me to step into my purpose and to live it to the fullest. And so I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to fail as a therapist. I'm not afraid to fail as a motivational speaker. I'm not afraid to fail as the founder of an organization. I'm not afraid to fail as an inspirational author. I'm not afraid to fail as a mother. I'm not afraid. Actually, what does failure even mean, right? You decide what failure means to you, and you also decide what fear means to you, right? Iyanla Vanzant once said, fear is false emotions appearing real. And I also read somewhere somebody defining fear as either fold it all and run, right? Or face it all and rise. I think this was Michelle McKinney-Hammond. Those are all people I listen to, I tap into, I get inspired by, I get motivated by, and then I put two and two together, including my own personal experiences, and it makes sense to me, and then I move on. Fear should be something that propels us to action. It shouldn't be something that keeps us yoked, keeps us paralyzed, keeps us imprisoned and in our heads. And we want to do something. Sometimes we write those things down and we don't start, or we start and then the least sign of failure or of frustration, hurdles. It could be anything, a relationship, a job, a project. You want to start, for example, a YouTube channel, you want to write a book, you want to, start dancing, you want to start giving dance lessons. I'm actually thinking of taking some professional dance lessons so that I can become a professional dance instructor, right? Why not? I want to learn how to swim, perfect my swimming. I had started and I had stopped actually because, well, it was slow and I was embarrassed and I was afraid I would drown, I would drink water. But I just realized, hey, people have picked that up even at 50 and they've done it. So you are 41. What is all this? So I already have two swimming instructors I want to contact, but I want to start like in January because I want to see how the year ends, and I don't want to really put myself in, dangerous way, or hold myself down because I'm busy going for swimming lessons, because I really want to take it serious like twice a week. So it's something that when the fear comes, break it down, analyze it, and then ask yourself, what is the worst case scenario? What am I afraid of, to be honest? Am I afraid to fail, or am I afraid of what people will say if they think that I'm not succeeding the way they thought I should be succeeding? Am I afraid to be ridiculed? Am I afraid to embarrass my own self? Imagine you want to do a cake and then, well, you do a good mixture and then somehow the thing collapses. And then, yeah, well, so, right? So what is the approach you are taking to fear? And what is the approach you are taking to failure? Are you stuck in that cycle? Are you struggling with such a fear? Maybe you need professional help, right? I'm a therapist. I'm a psychotherapist. I know it is still so new in my country and people are reluctantly reaching out, for help. And some people, well, they say they can't afford, but they could afford for other things and stuff like that. My hands are up. But if you really know you need professional help, you should be able to afford it. I'm not having Europe rates here, I know people don't have. So I'm flexible, and although my standard rates are 15,000 a session, I could give somebody a discount based on their circumstances. That is it. I'm in Cameroon. I keep it real. I know. So, but then I'm not going to do it for free because, of course, I didn't study for free, and I don't put in those hours for free and all of that. But then, well, the options are here, and some people are taking advantage of that. I'm having a steady clientele so far. People who really know what it is all about. I think it is still affordable. When you go to the hospital to consult a neurologist or ophthalmologist, all of that, you just pay what you are paying, and whatever prescriptions you get, you go and get it because you believe those medications can help you. So psychotherapy is something that can also help you, to process that fear. And the work I do with you is work you have to participate in. And if you believe that you can get better, you will definitely get better. I have some testimonials on my website, so you could go there, www.mariabanga.com. My YouTube channel, you could subscribe, like, share. I'm on Instagram too, and I have a Facebook page. So please do not suffer in silence. Reach out to get the help you need. And next week, I'm going to explore failure and what we can do when we fail. Like, what is failure in the first place, right? Okay, so until then, I am Maria Banga. I really wish you a happy new month. My mantra for December is Dare to Dance. So I'm just so in the mood of dancing throughout this month of December, be it in my room, be it at a club, be it at a friend's party, all of that. So yeah, I'm just from dancing anyway. So I'm so excited to live out this month of December. November was now or never. And I really did a lot of now or never things in November. And I'm so proud of how my month of November went. So I'm looking forward to a dynamic December. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful day, of course. And God bless us all.